everybody, welcome back. Okay, today we are going to be talking about, there's several people that I follow on YouTube. One person I follow a lot on YouTube is Asmongolds. For everybody who's on YouTube, a gamer, you all know about Asmongold, or you should. He is a very famous not TikToker, what is that thing called? Twitch. He streams on Twitch. He just started off on YouTube when he was still in high school. He is very famous, and he is now, I would believe that he is a millionaire now. A lot of people in companies reach out to him. They take his advice. Even, wow, which for gamers, if you don't know, for the non-gamers, WoW is what we call World of Warcraft. I've been playing World of Warcraft since before it went online, when it's just a straight PC game. So I've been a WoWer for a very long time, longer than Asmongolds, as a matter of fact. As I believe that they went online with the very first MMORPG game in 2005, I think it was, and I was playing like 2 years before that. Started in, I think, 2003. That was when I started playing with Warcraft, and it was such a fun game because it was at that point in time when WoW was just a straight PC game, and it was pixelated. So there's a couple of videos like when some things called like I'm trying to think of those. They're in my mind, but I can't bring them out to come out of my mouth. But they're up here. Some of the games that were out at that time. I might say Mario Brothers, but I don't believe. But you know those formats where it's just a straight line, and they look. You can see like the little squares. That's pixelated. So that's what it was. It was such a fun game to play then, because then people started making mods. Yes, at that point in time, and even when having a PC in your home was very expensive to get a PC. My first PC was an all-in-one PC. So the keyboard, it had the PC part of the game. The tower was built inside. The tower was built inside of the monitor. So it looked like one of those old TVs. You know, it's really wide in the back. So that's what it looked like. And they called it a 3-in-1 or all-in-one computer. That was my first one because it's the only one I could afford. And at that point in time, I think it was like $600, $700 just for that, because they were expensive then. You know, that was like early starts of computers, and to have a regular tower one with a regular monitor, I couldn't afford it. So I got that. Anyways, started playing World of Warcraft on that. And it was like so much fun because people started making mods for it. And you could like download the mods. And at that time too, you guys have to remember that their internet was dial-up. I'm sure for any old timers, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know that sound. That's because you were waiting to get online. And since it was dial-up, that's what you had to go through. So sometimes it would take forever to download stuff, or to, to download something. And when you're talking about downloading a mod that would give you, type in the code after you downloaded it to like produce a car that fired rockets. You'd go and you'd be in a car and you'd be like firing rockets at the orcs that were still riding horses or walking. It was like so much fun. Loved it. But anyways, getting back to Asmongold, I love this dude. And it makes me so mad when people don't like him for giving his opinion. It's like, this is still a free country. Hello. You must freedom of speech is still there. So he has every right to give his opinion. You don't like it, don't listen. You don't like it, don't follow him. But he has that right, just like you have the same right for your opinion. But don't criticize somebody else for giving their opinion about a game. Don't criticize somebody else for giving their opinion about a newscast, or if they like a certain they like Republican and you like Democrats. We're not trying to change your mind. You can give your opinion too, but don't be bashing somebody else for their opinion. If you have facts, state the facts, plain and simple. But don't sit there and just say, oh, this person's totally wrong because they said this. No, they're not. If he's got the facts and that's his opinion, that's his opinion. He has every right to his opinion. So that's just one thing that I don't like. Some of these people, and I know why they do it, because they put in their thumbnail, something, and they mention Asmongolds' name. They know they're going to get views because people will be like, why is this person talking about Asmongold? So they want to see why you're talking about Asmongold. So you do a lot of this stuff to get your viewership up. But, okay, getting your viewership up is not, they're not going to like you. They're not going to subscribe to you. So how's that going to help your monetization? It's not going to give you, if it gives you a name, it's going to give you a bad rep, for bashing Asmongold for his opinion on something. So stop and think about that sometimes, because you aren't going to like it if somebody does that to you. I've seen people do it, and I've seen people react to, sometimes Asmongold just lets his stuff slide right off of me because he's like, hey, freedom of speech, that's your opinion, But when they start saying incorrect things or things he didn't say, just like you or me, that's when I'm going to respond, and that's where I'm coming after you. Do not put words in my mouth that I didn't say, because that, that's a bold-faced lie, and I don't put up with that. Which is why I wish we could respond to these fake news people, but they won't let you. They will not let you respond to them. As soon as they get a negative response, what they do, they will cut you off. They will say you can't respond to them. It's happened time and time again, and they'll just stop. They get too many, they'll just stop and block all comments available. Why are you doing that? Because you don't want to hear from the public. You don't want to hear what people really think. Exactly, they don't. They want to push their false narrative out, but they do not want people to respond negatively. They want to just think, just get they just want to think that everybody agrees with them. Hell no, we don't. That's why you cut off comments. That's because you get too many negative comments from people who you thought were on your side, or you thought that nobody's going to respond negatively. Well, guess what? We're responding. A lot of people have been quiet about this, but now since X is out, he does not, and X is out, and Mark Zuckerberg has said that he's not going to do that either. Of course, just giving your opinion on something, speaking out on your opinion, he's not blocking that anymore. Freedom of speech. And X definitely doesn't do that. Thank you, Elon, by the way. Everybody loves that you are actually keeping it free. Now, hate speech, speech about, all that negative hate speech, that is, even though people say it's freedom of speech, there are still certain things you cannot say and shouldn't say to incite things, okay? So, just giving your opinion about, or telling people, hey, don't vote, you should not vote for this guy. Do you really actually see what he's doing? Or reacting to when the false news channels that may take clips of a speech and put just clips of it together to make it seem like this is what the person said, when in actuality it wasn't. Okay, that kind of stuff should not be allowed. because it is caring of giving. That's false information. So for all these fake news people and Democrats who do this, you talk about false information all the time. Well, that's what you're doing when you do stuff like that. When you don't show the whole clip, when you don't show the whole thing somebody's saying. So that's just stuff that just burns up the American public. We're so sick of it, and that's why on these fake news channels that I'm talking about, like CSNBC and CNN and all you other ones, that's why your ratings are dumping, because the American public is like, no, you're not giving us the full story. We know what you're doing. We see what you're doing because we actually watched it. So you're kind of killing it. You're kind of like bombing yourselves because you don't realize, well, we actually watched it. So we know exactly what was said. And then you come around and say, oh, he said this. And we're like, wait a minute. That's not the whole story. That's not the whole thing that he said. You took a beginning of the statement and the end of the statement and put them together. So, anyways, I love Asmongold. He is just a fantastic man. I don't know him personally. I do watch a lot of his videos and everything. I like it so much when he gets respect and when he plays World of Warcraft. And I wish he'd play more. I know it's like moves on and plays other games and stuff, but I wish he'd play more World of Warcraft. But anyways, Asmongold, keep up your great work. All right, everybody, until next time, have a great day.